Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on how to stay out of tax trouble. Let's jump right in. Today's topic is personal identification, and I hardly have to say that having a consistent and solid method of verifying personal identification is essential for any business today, particularly anything having to do with online commerce. The amount of scams and trip ups that are around us is staggering and growing month by month. So let's consider taxes. At this point, I don't know of any tax authority or tax professional or tax preparer that does not have an upfront procedure to verify identification. If I ran into one, I'd be very concerned and skeptical. So the very first thing after our first conversation, or whether when you call for customer support, whether it's IRS or other, we're going to get into verifying personal identification. So all of us have been through that telephone verification process where they ask a bunch of issues. And notice lately that the questions are coming from a credit reporting agency. And I joked online that I've failed a few where they ask me questions that have nothing to do with my life, and it's puzzling. But in any event, the procedure for tax professional is pretty standard. One is to start with getting a copy of the ID. It starts with trust but verify. If you tell me your name over the phone, great, but follow up with a copy of the ID where I can actually see the full spelling as listed on your ID. We can verify birth date. Driver's license information is entered on most tax preparer software today. It's not part of the tax return, but it's part of the verification process. The second point, besides the it doesn't, if you don't have a driver's license for some reason, passport is okay, and there are some other methods. But I would say, in my case, 99%, 99 out of 100 clients just use their driver's license. So that's an essential starting point. And of course, we keep that information, but we keep it in a secure area. It's the same as all other tax information. That's private, secure storage. Second point is the other two data points are telephone number, which again, we're all familiar with. You want to use the same consistent telephone number, usually your mobile phone number, whenever you call a tax professional, tax office, the IRS, anything. You want to use the same number so it comes up consistently and is identified by the software as actually coming from you. And the third point is your email address. So give that a little bit of consideration. Many of us use multiple email addresses. Try to use the same email address consistently when you're communicating about tax issues. I'll just mention, I don't use them often, but there are two more methods. One is as a tax professional, I do look into identity verification online through social media and Googling and online records. There's a one level higher. We can order a background check for a fairly small amount. It used to be $50, might be more now, to actually verify information from a third-party source like a credit reporting agency if we have any concerns, or a higher level of concern. If, for example, someone came to me and wanted me to handle a seven-figure transaction, I would certainly spend the time and money to learn as much as I could about their background before moving forward with any business. So I hope that's helpful. I'd love to hear your experiences with dealing with online identification and taxes. I know there are a lot of stories floating out there, and we'd love to hear your comments or feedback. Please use the social media comment section or reach me one-on-one at taxproblems.cpa. I'll be back tomorrow with the